When you were a kid, everything was fun and you were supremely confident in yourself and in just being yourself and asking for what you wanted and crying when you wanted to cry and laughing when something was funny and laughing so much that you'd get a stitch or you'd be on the floor rolling around. And you'd do things, even if you knew they were naughty, you'd carry on doing them because the pleasure was so intense. And what happens is we get socialized out of enjoying ourselves. We get socialized out of having pleasure. And that's something we've got to unlearn. Because underneath that sensible adult self that you have is a bouncy, happy, blissful kid. And that's who you really are. That's who you've forgotten to be. What happens in life is that we seem to get hit by whatever emotional difficulties and life stuff that happens, and we wrongly identify with the shit that happens to us in life with who we are. And that's not who we are, that's just stuff that happens to us. And who we really are is this bouncy, happy baby, this bouncy, happy kid that doesn't care what anybody else thinks. I remember being a little kid and bouncing on my parents' beds, and I knew that I wasn't allowed to do it. It was transgressive. I also knew that this was the most amazing fun I'd ever had in my entire life. This kind of the thrill of that kind of the exercise of bouncing and getting to a point in midair where gravity kind of kicks in, and for a moment you're just suspended there. And that was so blissful. That kind of loss of self was so blissful, momentarily blissful, that I didn't care what the outcome was, whether I would fall off the bed or whether I'd break the bed or get in trouble with my parents. It was just so beautiful and so ecstatic that if I fell off the bed and bashed myself, I would get back on the bed and carry on bouncing because it was just so incredible. And that's who we really are, this bouncy, happy kid. So what I'm suggesting is, rather than identifying with the stuff that's happened to you in your life and saying that's who I am, say that's just stuff that's happened. Who I really am is this joyous, bliss-filled explorer of life. That life is a mystery, and I don't know who I am and I don't know what this is, but I'm going to explore it and I'm going to discover, and I'm going to let pleasure, my just natural love of life, lead me forwards, lead me in my life. And just kind of identifying with who I really am. This pleasure-seeking, bliss-seeking being that has no clue what he or she is doing here. Even if he is a she or a she, has no idea, and is just following their bliss. And that's what it means to follow your bliss. It means to discover that life is a pleasure adventure, and who I am is a discovery. It's a mystery, but the way I discover and the way I become who I am is by following my bliss, by following my innate healthy pleasure. I love this time of day where the moon, can you see the moon there? And the sun's going down. And if you can see, the sun's going down in the background, and everything's got this kind of purple haze to it, and yeah, it's just delicious. So what I'm suggesting is re-embracing your childlike love of life and recognizing that all the stuff that's happened to you in your life has just happened to you, but who you are is that bouncy kid, and re-embracing that and allowing that child to come to the fore in your life so that pleasure and happiness are more of a priority in your life. That's it for today. Bye.